believe, second time we've seen it today in North America.
Torch and just begin the burning on the floor, which got slightly changed in this recent patch.
Yeah, burning the T'Challa indeed, man. I mean, that's just a lot of damage.
And now looking towards the up in the sky. Venom can do a great job stalling on the point right there on the inside of these lifted locations. Colin gonna find SGHT down. Goes Armor gonna find a pick right back onto Wizard.
I mean, this is what happens when a lot of the bans come through onto heroes like Phoenix. You know, a lot of damage is sort of lost in these fights, and you know, everybody sort of hit the Terra Cape. Armor's gonna go down to Inspire, or rather to
Delaying. They're moving up, down, left, and right around these platforms, biding time, allowing the strategist to heal up. Coco falls from SGHT from downtown with the right click, and there is the pick on the back as the point has still not.
This is what happens when you have Loki, Cloak and Dagger in the game as well, and the Terra Capes, you have to hit them from so far away. So it's how this round specifically is sort of functioning and sort of shaped out. Both Torches need to play it somewhat passive and can't.
With 3 down and are going to slowly stagger the rest of the team if possible. The reason these fights are so drawn out is it's actually very difficult to not have a Cloak and Dagger ultimate when your team is playing in bubble like this. They're constantly throwing bubble in the front line, and the Vanguards are just essentially sitting in that bubble taking damage. And so there's just so much more of an advantage on a team that has a Magneto in that. So good switch there by Wizard now as we start the next fight back. Does find value on Inspire right before the heal comes through. That is tough. Still being held here by Dubai. Out goes the Sonic Seduction, trying to pull teams towards the center. Armor with a pick there on a back, right back. Adam up in the sky for the iframe. Still gets dunked on out of the moon. Necro falls. Another Sky Rifle got a shield. It's actually like a backboard to help take that pick. Wizard Dread gonna find Inspire off the rip again. Dubai at 96%, looking heavily down in the initial start of this fight. But wow, well done. We go once more. Psionic Seduction does not find too much into the back line. We do have ultimates out for Coco, who Agofest, but it goes out again, very close to ultimate. Wizard Dread still takes out Inspire, lifting them away from the heal. What a play! And the Meteor M not going to be used quite yet because it was unfortunately just slightly off during that moment. Hard here, having Eternal Bond and Meteor M, 2 ults that can shut down virtually everything on the opposition until SGHT gets that Meteor M here at about 50%. So should be
Eternal Bond. It's a messy fight, and Wizard Red's gonna be back on Venom, so they'll have 5v5. But oh my, Wonderland deleted even through an ult.
Yeah, Inspire and SGHT walking them back here. Taken out back by Wizard, Coco, and Colin, and that's a team sweep, about 40%. That's a good retake here. HT, and the retake is real with ult advantage.
Yeah, huge retake, understanding the situation they were in, only against that Meteor M and that Buck deal. Lotus sort of on the back foot, just kind of got walked on by Dubai, and you know, able to find more eliminations after
that animation, and instead using that as a way to stay healthy. Crystals get popped now. Rook gonna try to chase down with the blind. A ton of damage out. Way to cloak out. Still holding on, but Lotus now sweeping everybody as everyone falls besides Wizard, who is back on that Venom. At 2, Sky is keeping this going. Can they shut this down? Gonna try to get reset on clones. Unfortunately, doesn't land on the clones, so does not get that reset naturally. Instead, playing with the team, just dealing a ton of damage. Bang, down goes.
By Lotus by Dubai was too good. The pacing was too fast.
But they not even argue. They were losing the first map pretty heavily with an insane comeback, and then it was just, you know, it was super consistent from there. It was definitely a momentum shift, which is obviously very important here. Dubai looked clean. Lotus tried to bounce back. They looked pretty good at points there on map 2 as well, but Dubai just always
on Torch. So see how Dubai actually mix this up. Meanwhile,
start now with SGHT on the right side, tackled immediately here. Sight gets pulled right back down by the Wolverine from Bach.
Yeah, Wolverine in Phoenix versus the Bucky in the Punisher. So a difference of opinion of which
you typically beat the Meteor M, so you try to ult quickly, and that could bite them here. If Colin was able to get it, unfortunately, immediately Rook gets it to match right back from Wonderland now. On both sides, it's all about who can get value through this, through the shields. Double shields up for Lotus.
Tried to turn it back. The Bow of Man tried to turn it back with Sight, but they cannot. And I don't know, this is interesting. To be honest, I feel like Dubai Matcha's composition is a little bit better, right? You have combinations, like you mentioned earlier, Shib, right, with the you know, Phoenix alongside.
Early on in these fights, and Lotus now has the numbers as they walk towards the point.
Yeah, they get screwed by the map shift, and now Sight walks in. Bach also gets caught out. So as it stands, Dubai maybe not expecting that shift, even though it always happens every single time on this round. Green's out. They want to stall it out, but no strategist ultimate yet till Wonderland's close to it. I mean, they could potentially come back, but they've already flipped the point shift.
All just pulled out the self bubble cooldown, so Bach there not able to make too much happen. Up goes everything finding Sky, Colin, Wonder, Wizard should be all.
Wait!
Oh my goodness. Sky gonna find Inspire, does not get the shutdown on the strat line, but still huge pick as Colin up on that high side does give Loki some pretty good positioning in terms of teleport location if you're in a dangerous position, and also just LOS of these heals of you know, shooting down there with the clone. So great spot there by Coco once more. Again, 91%. Definitely going to be a portal play if they want to press through. No, they are not going to portal play. Instead, they're just going to bank on the fact that Bo, if he you know, follows or falls early here, Coco, great positioning, biding time, waiting this out a little bit, letting those shield cooldowns go through, and they will retain.
Rukio could come back with the tunnel bomb, but do they want to save it? No, they actually use it to come back. So they think he can still win this, but this portal's going to go away in a second.
Yeah, this is a very intense back and forth. Inspire gonna find Wonderland. Sky back onto Neck, excuse me. This is just
Doctor Strange. So they're on triple Vanguard now against Wolverine, and they're stuck on it because they've already portaled through. Wolverine's getting his claws charged up, Shib, and this could be worrisome for Dubai.
Yeah, I don't know. It's difficult decision. Do you use this ult or do you switch? And it looks like Bak has elected to use the Wolf. It's just, you know, I'm honestly not sure. It's got to be show some love to the back line here of Dubai, who have probably just been pumping a ton of healing into these Vanguards, trying to get these ults quickly. Wonderland already at 60 on both sides, just slightly ahead of Rook and Necrobe, so they will have that early, and that's just all about stalling at this point. I would put odds on Dubai maintaining this point for a while. They did switch off, like you mentioned, but bang, down goes another mean last stand. And will that be enough? We do see Eternal Bond out. They're still holding on, still maintaining ultimates. They'll have the better ult here as Rook now uses that ult. Good tackle onto the front line once more. Will it get a pick onto this Venom? Wizard is going to use those cooldowns, stay healthy, and Wizard gets the pick now.
The back line comes in with that song, goes into the rest of the team, and Colin and Bak are both removed. So is the rest of Dubai, man, and they're just, at that point, it's kind of over. Huge ultimate from Bow of Man, connected onto Wonderland. And Dubai back to the spawn, 70%. They're building the tick rate as well. Looks like Ship.
You have a sense with what you're dealing with the double Eternal Bond.
The rest of Dubai Matcha and a huge last stand out of the Wolverine player from